The world is filled with loss. It is evident all around us. Loss is something that humans can't avoid. Everyone will lose at some point in their life, and everyone will cope with it in different ways. But the only way that a person can truly recover from loss is with the help and support of love. When we lose, it is natural to turn to those closest to us for comfort. We, as a species, thrive off of each other, so it is instinct for us to turn to each other for support. When we lose a loved one, we often feel lost. Sometimes we search for truth in the world, and sometimes we search for truth in each other. In Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, we find out that the grandfather lost the love of his life and the mother of his child. And at the end of the novel, it is understood that though his father's death changed his life forever, he healed with the relationship created between him and his grandfather. He finds out that she is pregnant with his child, and fearing another child lost, he runs away, but comes back after his son is deceased because he knows what it is like to.
Okay.
Have you ever lost someone in your life that you were really close to?
Yeah, my papa passed away when I was younger.
That's really sad. I'm sorry about that.
It's alright, dude.
How did that make you feel?
I was lost. I didn't feel good. He was my best friend, you know.
And what helped you recover from that experience?
My relationship with my family and my friends, and communication and just being there for each other really helped out.
Yeah. So now you're really close to your friends and your family, huh?
Yeah, it made me even closer.
When a person loses someone close to them, they go into a darkened or dormant state. This is evident in the novel A Thousand Flooded Suns, in which Layla loses her father and mother in a missile attack. She goes silent for a while, laying around Rashid's house. But at the discovery of Rashid's interest in her, she jumps on the opportunity to marry him, saving the life of her unborn child. At this, Miriam becomes angry and treats Layla poorly, because in a way, she has lost Rashid. Though she has lost Rashid, in time she finds comfort in both Aziza and Layla. She clings to those closest to her for support. Eventually, Miriam sees that the loss of Rashid wasn't the worst thing in the world, because it led to greater things, greater connection. So when I was 4 years old, my grandfather, aunt, and uncle died in a plane crash. And my grandfather was pretty much my best friend at the time, so that was really difficult for me. I didn't really know how to react, and it only made it harder when my parents became legal guardians of my cousins, because I lost some of the attention of my parents. And at first I didn't really get along with them, but eventually we learned to have each other's backs, because they had gone through the same experiences we had, my brother and I, and we were there for each other. And now they're not my cousins anymore. They are my siblings. They're my family, and I love them, and I wouldn't give anything in the world for them, because we grew together. Now we're as strong as any natural family would be. Loss is a terrible aspect of life that leaves us feeling empty, but like most other aspects of life, it is necessary. It is necessary because it leads to other connections. It makes human beings stronger, allows them to grow as people. It is evident in many written works, but also in our everyday life. Though emptiness often comes from loss, love and human interaction brings us back from what we lost. It nurtures us back to health. From loss comes love, and from love comes strength. This is something that must not be forgotten, because we must not lose hope in sight of loss.